That
to
one's
the
fine.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you got to say that one.
As long as you don't get to say, "Come with me if you want to live."
Come with me if you want to leave.
Man, not even their own franchise likes to repeat that one properly.
Come with me if you want to leave.
Like every new movie, they make them say something similar to it, but they don't. I think they said it like in one of the recent movies, like one time they actually say it. It was Daenerys is the only one to actually repeat it word for word.
There we go.
But like in other movies, they say something similar to it, but not actually the line. But they'll say every other iconic line. It's so fucking weird. Like, why? I don't get it.
Because
so do you guys know?
Bach, he's not.
Do you guys know anything about Terminator Dark Fate?
What? No, I do not.
Terminator Dark Fate, the last one.
There was a last one?
Yeah, it's in this one they brought back Sarah, the original actress that played Sarah, and not only that, but James Cameron says that is the only true sequel to T2. Like
because everything else changed the timeline.
No, 3 does not. 2 also changes the timeline. They all change the timeline. That's the whole point of Terminator. But no,
I thought the whole point of Terminator is that the timeline can't be changed.
They discuss that in the fucking movies themselves. It's fucking stupid. Arnold at one point says the timeline cannot be changed; it can only be delayed.
Well, yeah, but it's like because there's various ways to do time travel in media, and you know, fuck.
Terminators is the kind where they're trying to create 2 separate timelines, basically.
Yeah, but anyway, they can't because everything's an inevitability.
Exactly. But Dark Fate completely went against their own rules. Would you guys like me to spoil Terminator Dark Fate?
Well, because I thought the Terminator rules is because, like, you know, like I'm sorry, I'm very bad at this because I don't watch movies, and also I'm playing video games.
Oh, I'm glad to explain Terminator lore.
No, hear me out, because I've got it all in my head. Isn't it like in the first movie, it's like the guy that tries to stop Skynet or something or whatever from happening, or John Connor, yeah.
He has to say not John Connor. Fuck, John Connor's dad, Kyle Reese.
Would you guys like me to explain?
Explain, Dante.
Well, the whole thing is that, like, John Connor, in trying to send or go back in time and fix something, eventually actually makes it happen. You know, thinking that's like they're in the kind of time travel story that can be changed, but in reality, they're in a time travel story where things can't be changed.
Yeah, kind of. Except that the movies fuck up with that all the time, especially the newer ones. Because so the first one, blah blah.
Fuck! I was so close.
John sends Kyle Reese back in time to save save Sarah, so that Sarah doesn't die, therefore not creating John. Blah blah blah. Yeah. They bang. Kyle Reese is John Connor's dad. T2,
from
it's
the
like
future is the son is the father of a son of a kid in the present.
But yeah, and so in T2, it's we need to stop Judgment Day. So then they think they do it, but it's actually no. Turns out they only delay it. So in 3, Arnold goes back again, and it's just like, oh yeah, like I thought we stopped Judgment Day, and he's like, no, the future can't be stopped. Like they can only be delayed.
Yeah,
but then they contradict themselves in the same movie. It's fucking stupid. I don't remember how, but it was dumb. So yeah, and then so Judgment Day ends up happening in T3. Because the other chick that they're with in Terminator 3 keeps telling him, hey, like, I know a way to, like, stop this from happening. And then they go, instead of doing what Arnold wants to do, John threatens to, I think, kill himself?
Fuck me, I'm an idiot.
I think that's what it was. I haven't seen T3 in a long time. But he basically forces Arnold to take them to where the chick is staying.
No. He, the person Arnold gets brought back to save is not John Connor, it's his girlfriend.
Yeah. So because it turns out that she's really important in the future, but she wants to go do something else that Arnold does not want to do. So John threatens to kill himself, then he's like, oh, you're not going to do it. I calculate X amount of percentage that you'll do it. So he says, fine. So he points the gun at her, blah, blah, blah. Arnold relinquishes and they go to where she wants. Turns out she lied, and she was actually taking her and John to a bunker so that they would survive Judgment Day. And so Judgment Day happens at the end of T3. Terminator 4 Salvation.
Isn't that like where, like, I think I saw the ending of T3 or something like that, where it's like they're like commanding Judgment Day or whatever?
No,
they tried to stop it.
They tried to stop it, but they can't command it. It literally just happens.
They're at, what happens is they're at like a NORAD bunker where her dad was like a general or something in the military.
Son of a bitch. Oh, that was me testing out something. That was me being stupid.
And then Terminator 4 Salvation, I don't know, like, jack all of that movie.
It takes place in the future. Yeah. And it has to do with, they're making, Skynet? Hold on. Fucking.
Yeah, Skynet basically manages to make a human Terminator who believes that they're human. And for all intents and purposes...
new infiltrator unit.
Yeah.
Am I misremembering that there was, like, a TV series of Terminator?
There is. The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Okay.
Starring...
I know nothing about that one, so...
Sarah Connor Chronicles, starring, Cersei from Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yep, straight up. Cersei with black hair. Yep, she is in it.
Cersei.
I remember it very well because me and Manuel and his friend Christian were really into it because Manuel really likes Terminator. So we all watched it like all the time. I don't remember anything from the series. It's not important to anything, so it's whatever.
Sorry, y'all said Game of Thrones actors, and I kept thinking about this one time when I was working at Whataburger. I was working with my gay coworker JD, my Mexican manager AJ, and they were talking about Game of Thrones, something I didn't know about, and they asked me, like, as a third party who doesn't know anything, it's just like, how would you feel if you saw somebody sleeping with their aunt, right? And me, not knowing a single thing about Game of Thrones besides Jon Snow, Daenerys, and Peter Dinklage, said, are you telling me that Jon and Daenerys are related? Just without it hesitating at all, because I knew those are the two principal characters.
That's amazing.
What, the fact that I connected the dots that quickly?
That's really funny.
God. You know it's not funny, me dying this much.
Yeah.
God.
So, Terminator Genesis.
Which spoils the big fucking plot, like, surprised.
Isn't Terminator Genesis, like...
I'm gonna tell you right now, Chief, it's not that big a deal even in the movie.
It's not.
I was about to say,
literally... So, check it out. So, the first time you see John, he shows up, and then, like, literally, like, 5 minutes after that, he's revealed to be a Terminator. They don't even care.
That's a straight up in the beginning fucking thing?
No. The scene that they have in the trailer is not that scene. That's a little bit after that, like a few minutes after that. No, he shows up, blah, blah, blah. J.K. Simmons is like, hey, like, I've been waiting for you guys to come back for, like, 2 decades. Like, where have you been? Like, no one believed me because they time travel twice in that movie. So Arnold gets sent back. Oh, no, Kyle Reese gets sent back to, T1. Turns out, though, that John, or someone, had already sent the T100 back even farther to protect Sarah when she was a kid. So therefore, Sarah has now grown up alongside the Terminator, and so is now a biggity badass herself. And then when Kyle Reese shows up, old Arnold kills the original Terminator, the T-100 that was going to kill John.
Kill myself.
And then that's avoided. And so Sarah and the T-100 are like, we need to go forward in time. So they go forward in time somehow, despite the fact that they make a time. Basically, they make a time machine, even though it was established earlier in the movies that you can't travel forward. They find a way to do it. They make a time machine. They travel forward in time to whatever fucking year the movie released in. That's where they travel to, so that they can, obviously, it was the skirt around, making it a period piece. So they're now in modern day.
That.
They're now in modern day and everything. They get captured by the cops because they fucking appeared naked on a freeway. Like, what do you expect?
Nah, public indecency.
Cops bring them in, and then they get bailed out by none other than John, who has now shown up in the present time. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? And then they go to the parking garage. I don't remember the exact events, mind you. But basically, the T-100 is like being weirdly off, like put by the new John, and then somehow comes to the conclusion, they just through talking to him, they all figure out, wait, you're being weird. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then the T-100 like shoots him, and it's revealed, oh, he's a Terminator. He made a deal with Skynet to ensure humanity can live on. So basically, he's a normal human, but underneath he has like these new weird, like, they're kind of like nanobot type things that give him the abilities of like the T-1000, the one that can the cop from T2.
So he's got nanomachines, son?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Basically. So blah blah blah, you know, they fight and whatnot. At the end of the movie, the Terminator, you know, sacrifices himself, much like he does in the first and second movie, where like he goes down to a pit of lava, except that this time the pit is the nanomachine pit, and so they think he's dead. Blah blah blah. John's about to kill fucking Sarah and Kyle. I think Kyle actually dies. No, he doesn't die. They never fuck, so therefore they never make John. But then suddenly Arnold shows back up because it turns out, you know, he got put into a nanobot pit. So guess what that happened? Guess what that fucking did? It made him into a nanobot Terminator. So he's like now been upgraded basically.
Dude, this sounds like the plot to a Metal Gear game.
Yeah,
it is. No,
I wish it was. But anyway, that's not important because that doesn't tie in at all to Dark Fate. At all.
It really doesn't.
Nope. Terminator Dark Fate ignores 2, ignores 3, Salvation, and Genesis.
Wow.
So in that movie, do you want to know how the movie starts? This is a huge spoiler, by the way. So anyone that's interested in watching Terminator Dark Fate, please come back to this video later. We're not going to put a spoiler warning because Sonata's going to edit it, and he never does that shit.
Dude, do you know how much I have to fucking edit?
Anyway, so Dark Fate starts with a random T-100 showing up while they're on, like, they basically decided to run away and hide out in, like, South America somewhere. And the Terminator shows up on the beach, and Sarah's distracted and not paying attention. And then just shotguns little kid John Connor in the middle of the fucking restaurant they're in.
What?
And he's dead. They killed John Connor in the opening part of the movie.
Wait, what?
No joke. I'm dead ass serious. They killed John Connor.
I can't right now, dude.
Why?
Just because fuck you. Without John, that means that there's no future, quote unquote. So the movie, I don't know the rest of it, by the way. I've only seen, in terms of this, I haven't seen the movie. I only saw like a review of it. But basically, movie time jumps forward, and it could have been interesting, but it's not. I don't know the rest of it, like I said, but eventually, blah blah blah. Sarah, another fucking weird Terminator human thing. I don't fucking know. Someone else gets sent back in time. Blah blah blah. Protects Sarah with some fucking shit. Anyway.